Hi YouTube, today it's story time for me. So I'm going to be talking about my $200 jailhouse kitchen table tattoo. So already from the start of this video you can see why it was a bad idea, yeah? But here's the tattoo in question, and it's actually good work. So I'm not going to dog the work, but here's what happened. So it was my boyfriend at the time, friend of a friend. This guy does tattoos and he did them in jail. And so he does them cheap, right? So you're looking at the work and you're like, oh, I want to pay $200 for a full sleeve. So in my mind, I'm like, as long as he pulls out fresh needles and fresh ink, what's the worst that can happen? So we get there and it's a trailer park. No judgment, but I'm just telling the story. And then we get inside and everyone is spazzing. I'm not going to say anything else about that situation, but everyone's acting crazy. And they're like, okay, you ready to do this tattoo? And I'm like, oh, I'm ready. Let's do it. And so they sit me on the kitchen table. The kitchen table. It's like a short coffee table, that's a better word. So that's the tattoo place. And he starts drawing with pen, ink pen, the sketch of her. I was just kind of giving like a basic idea about what I wanted. And so he was going with it. And so he draws it all with ink pen and he gets started. Then everyone, like 2 hours in, they're like, we need to take a break. And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, we got to take a break. So we leave the house and they take a break and we come back. All good. We keep going. This tattoo took 10 hours of work and then an hour to draw up the sketch. So we did it all in one day, but they had to take multiple breaks. Everything's cool except no gloves. This is all terrible ideas and I don't recommend it. If nothing bad happened, I might recommend it, $200 whole sleeve. And so I was just desperate because I was broke and I wanted a sleeve forever. So y'all know how that is, right? And so halfway through, this guy starts fighting with his girlfriend. Like, bad fight. Like, he's holding my arm and like hard, and his hands are not gloved. And so he's holding the pieces that he just tattooed to pull the skin on the other side. So at this point, I'm already like fresh needles, fresh, this, and I've been not difficult, but I didn't want to keep being an asshole. I was like, are you sure you should be touching that freshly tattooed skin? And he's like, it's fine. This is how I do it all the time. So I hushed. Anyways, he starts fighting with his wife, like holding me so aggressive and like tattooing harder. And I'm like, do you need to take a break? I'm ready to like take her into the other room and like have an intervention so we can get this over with because it's been going on for like 30 minutes, this argument, and it's like full blown. Like, you get the fuck out. No, you get the fuck out. Go stay with your mother. I'm tired of your shit. Like, while he's trying to tattoo me. And so anyways, she's like slamming stuff. He leaves to go deal with her in the bedroom, this problem. So I'm just sitting there on the coffee table like, what the fuck? Like, I've already started. I'm halfway through. Like, there's no leaving. I hope the police don't get called. This is crazy. So the end of the story, it finally gets done at like fucking 10 or 11 at night. It's crazy. The girl stayed. I don't recommend that. If someone's treating you badly, you need to leave, girlfriend. But anyway, she stayed. We're all chilling. And then guess what? I think you guys know what might happen after this. I ended up getting staph. So yeah, that I don't really feel like it was unlucky. I feel like I just probably shouldn't have done this situation. Uh would I do it again? Maybe. I might do it again. And then I would just get antibiotics sooner because I waited way too long. Like, I ended up getting these blister acne on the tattoo. Like, even here, you could probably see one of the scars. And it messed it up. And that was the first one. And so, like, I get acne, but it was not the same. Like, it was super, inflamed. And so this is how you can tell if a staph infection's starting. It was like deep and throbbing. You know, it wasn't like a normal pimple. And then I started getting them all down my tattoo. Actually, the first one I got, which is weird, was here. It's on my arm right here. You see those two scars? It's been like 6 months and that's the scar left. But it was so big and inflamed and throbbing that it looked like a bug bite, like I had got bit by a brown recluse. And I still didn't go like to the hospital. I was like, maybe I got bit by a bug. But then when things started popping up all over the tattoo, I was getting sick. It's like a weekend. I'm still trying to care for it, right? I'm taking bleach baths, so just like if there was any type of yucky in there, like it would maybe stop it, but nothing worked. I started getting sick and running a fever, and my boyfriend at the time was like, please go to the hospital. But I am not one of those people that go to the hospital. If you guys watched my appendix rupture video, you know that. Like, I have to be half dead to go to the hospital. So I didn't go. Finally, I went. Like, it was midnight one night, and I was just like running a fever, and I was like, am I gonna die? I'm gonna go to the hospital. Because I kept trying to do natural remedies and wait for it to get better. Don't recommend that with staph. So I got staph. But that's the gist of it, guys. And hope you liked my story. Have a great day. And a good New Year's, too.